And I brought this out in camp last week in Chicago, but I think it is needed here. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right, this is what that means. Go ahead.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
And this masculine, but it's talking about man and woman. It's talking about man and woman. My son or daughter, if you come to serve the Lord. Go ahead.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare your soul for temptation, because there's a lot of garbage and wickedness out here. Prepare your soul for temptation, man. The family members, like I was saying. Right? Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright.
Set your mind in order. Set your mind in order and be able to prepare your soul for them temptations. Go ahead.
And consistently endure.
And constantly endure that trouble. Constantly endure. Right? Go ahead.
And make not haste in the time of trouble.
Don't make haste to get out of that trouble. Don't do nothing wicked. Try to find a shortcut to get out of that trouble. Go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Man, the Most High said, cleave to my laws. Follow my laws. Hold fast to my laws and depart not away. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And this is the prosperity doctrine right here. So that you may be spiritually increased and financially increased, mentally increased, right? Cleave unto the Most High laws and depart not away, right? In that temptation, during that temptation. Go ahead.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
With Yahweh I say, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, because great is your reward in heaven. Read that over again, King.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
The Most High, Yahweh said, the Most High said, whatever's brought upon you, whatever trouble is brought upon you, do what?
Take cheerfully.
Go ahead.
And be patient when thou art charged into a low estate.
And the Most High said, be patient when he bring you down low. When he bring you to a low estate. Right? He already know. He know what you're going through. So it's telling you that the Most High test you. It's a tester. It's a tester. Go ahead.
For gold is tried in the fire.
What is the Most High equating his people to?
For gold is tried in the fire.
What is the Most High equating his people to?
For gold is tried in the fire.
And like I said all the time, gold is the best resource, the best mineral, the top mineral. And when you dig it out of the earth, you have to melt it down to burn the impurities out of it. So now here go a metaphor or allegory for gold. You Israelites is tried in a furnace, a fire. Go ahead.
An acceptable man.
And a what?
An acceptable man.
And warriors and warriorettes. Acceptable men and women of the Lord. Go ahead.
In the furnace of adversity.
So the Most High is basically saying, listen, I'm going to try my soldiers. I'm going to make sure they sharp and thorough. I'm going to make sure my women sharp and thorough. So acceptable men and women of the Lord is tried in the furnace of adversity. So he's going to put that fire under your ass.
Right.
Right?
God.
Go ahead, can you finish that?
God, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
So who the Lord loves, he whoops you. He punishes you. He whoops your butt. For gold is tried in a furnace, and acceptable men and women in a furnace of adversity. Go ahead.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
Who the Lord loves, he disciplines. Go ahead.
And scourges every son whom he receiveth.
And guess what? That's what it said. Acceptable men in a furnace of adversity. So he said he scourged. He whooped you good to everybody that's accepted. He whooped you good to everybody he received. He whooped you good. Because you got to be a warrior. You got to be a warrior. Go ahead.
If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons.
The Most High said, listen, you endure this ass whooping, you my thorough son or daughter. If you endure this butt whooping, you my thorough son and daughter. And you mine. Go ahead.
But what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?
Listen, what man gonna leave his child just to do what he wanna do? What man gonna leave it? What real man gonna leave? And we talk about the Heavenly Father. So now who getting whooped on the earth? What man? What? What man, what?
Well, what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
I don't see the Arab man going through this. I don't see the Africans going through this. I don't see the East Indians going through this. I don't see the Chinese or Japanese going through this. Listen, I see them all in our neighborhoods over top of us, and the Lord is not chastising them. Because they got their kingdom. This is their heaven. This is your salvation. So if you're not getting your salvation thing off right now, you's a damn two-time loser. Because when our kingdom come, you finish. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
So guess what? The Most High said, if you don't be chastised, because all of y'all partakers of sin. So if I don't chastise you, you bastard, you ain't my child. Because I don't care nothing about you. That's what he said. If I'm not chastising you, you's a bastard because you're not my child, and I don't care what you do and what happens. So why is the Most High allowing these other nations just to rock out and do all type of crazy madness across the earth? Why we never get away with nothing wicked? Because he receive us as sons. If you be my son, if you the Most High son, you get chastised.
Right.
Go ahead.
Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us.
And guess what? I honored the hell out of my grandfather. I honored the hell out of my uncles. I honored the hell out of the old heads that raised me in the hood. Right? Go ahead.
And we gave them reverence.
And I gave them reverence like hell. When I was coming up, we used to give niggas big-ass drug dealers reverence like hell. Them niggas was our daddies. We was watching them niggas so close. The blueprint and how they operate, how they got their money, how they was moving, them niggas was our daddies too. And we reverenced the hell out of them. Go ahead.
Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto a Father of spirits and live?
And guess what? That's why I laugh at you niggas say that I'm God. When you come up and ask me who is your God, and then you niggas turn around talking about the black woman is God. That is some ill garbage. You know what I'm saying? You want to come scoff at me, but the black woman God, and she can't stop herself from bleeding every month. You know what I'm saying? She can't stop herself from having a hissy fit. But that's God. Go ahead.
Verse 10. For they verily for a few days chasteneth us after their own pleasure. But he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness.
So guess what? The Most High said for their own purpose, they chasten us for a few days. Because our life's not that long. Go ahead.
Now know, chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness.
So guess what the Most High saying? Basically, after you get chastised, you go through that fire, it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness, which is the law. Which is you being in order and being righteous. Right? What you got, King? Give me that. Come on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 13.
Right?
Withhold not correction from the child.
Do what?
Withhold not correction from the child.
That's right. Withhold not correction from the child. Go ahead.
For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die.
And guess what? That's for all you. That's the system saying, well, that's child abuse. You better not hit that child. For if you do what?
If thou beatest him, he shall not die.
And guess what? You're supposed to discipline your children. If they get too out of the hand, the Most High said, whoop your children's ass. That's what he said.
In the Bible, we say God
Go ahead.
Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul
Thou shalt
from
do
hell.
what?
Thou shalt beat him with the rod, and shalt deliver his soul from hell.
The Most High said, you shall beat him with the rod and deliver his soul from destruction.
Right.
You shall deliver his soul from destruction. Right? Go ahead.
My son, if thou heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine.
That's right. If my son is wise, then my mind is, I'm going to rejoice too. Give me Sirach 30 and 9. Sirach 30 and 9.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 9.
Right.
Conquer thy child,
Uh-huh.
and he shall make thee afraid.
You know what conquer mean? Conquer mean pacify. Pacify your child and what?
He shall make thee
They're
afraid.
going to make you afraid to discipline them. They're going to do whatever, they're going to keep doing whatever they want and get out of control. You're going to be scared to discipline them. Go ahead.
Play with him,
Uh-huh.
and he will bring thee to heaviness.
Hey, guess what? You especially, listen, you play with a black child, they're going to bring your heart heavy. Because they're not going to respect you, man. Go ahead.
Laugh not with him,
Uh-huh.
lest thou have sorrow with him.
And guess what? Don't play with your child all the time. Right? A lot of people like to say, I'm not my child's friend, I'm their parent. That's true in a sense, but you're supposed to be your child's best friend. Your child supposed to be able to tell you anything.
Right.
Right? You're supposed to
Right.
have that connection with them. Right? And you're supposed to be able to reveal some of the most deepest things to your child. Maybe sometimes not even your woman, but your child.
Right.
Right? You want your child to know you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Laugh not with him,
Uh-huh.
lest thou have sorrow with him.
It's saying laugh not with him like when he's being disobedient or always acting like this chummy friend. You gotta make sure you draw that line the way you communicate. Right? Because sometimes our children be doing something wicked and then we'll be ready to get on them and look at them and then it can be funny. It can actually be funny. But you have to hold that for the sake of discipline. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Unless thou gnash thy teeth in the end.
You're going to be like, man, I shouldn't have played with that. I shouldn't have played with my child. Look at him. Go ahead.
Give him no liberty in his youth.
Don't let your child do what they want to do while they're young. Because it's going to give them discipline. It's going to give them some order in how to run their own house. Or how to operate when they're grown. Go ahead.
And wink not at his follies.
Wink means just brush them off. Wink means brush off. Don't brush off at your child foolishly. Go ahead.
Bow down his neck while he is young.
Man, make your son submit. Make your children submit. Bow down their neck. You are their Lord. You are their out of one. Bow their neck down. Because most of the time, you have the Mr. White Man child be, F you, Mom. F you, Mom. You a bitch, Mom. I mean, literally. Straight up like that. Timmy, get your skateboard off the porch. F you, Mom. You a bitch, Mom. All she did was get your skateboard off the damn porch so nobody will hurt themselves. Right? Go ahead.
And beat him on the sides while he is a child.
See, there you go again. The most I said, beat your child on the sides when they're young. Discipline your children, man. Listen, you're not going to keep, go ahead.
Lest he wax stubborn.
Lest he do what?
Wax stubborn.
Uh-huh.
And be disobedient unto thee.
And
I
be
want some,
disobedient to
give
him.
me a definition of
Because if you beat your child, you're not going to kill him. You're not going to kill him.
wax stubborn. Give
Right?
me
You
a
said what?
definition of that.
You said what?
Wax stubborn.
Wax stubborn.
Yes, give me a definition of
Give me Isaiah 30 and 8.
a wax stubborn.
It's the book of Isaiah,
Watch this, Dave.
chapter 30 and verse 8.
Right?
Now go,
Uh-huh.
write it before them in a tablet,
Uh-huh.
and note it in a book,
And this is the book of the Bible. Go ahead.
that it may be for the time to come,
Uh-huh.
forever and ever.
So God say it's going to be a time to come. He said forever and ever. Go ahead.
That this is a rebellious people.
What he say about the Israelites?
This is a rebellious people.
What he say about young David?
This is a rebellious people.
Go ahead.
Lying
What
children.
he say about young David when he pulled John 3:16?
Lying
What
children.
he say about young David when David said God loves everybody?
Lying children.
Go ahead.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Because we've been bringing out the history and the law and the proof to young David as straight out the book. Children that will not what?
Hear the law of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Which say to the seers, see not.
And David been telling us, don't see what I'm doing. He's been out here 3 weeks saying that. Go ahead.
And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
That's why he kept bringing John 3:16. That's why he kept saying, prophesy not unto us right things. Get that.
But
Get that, Kumar.
she's more fun than
Get
Kate.
that. She's so fit.
Rewind and be like,
Get that. Head to toe. Go ahead. Prophesy not unto us what?
Right things.
Uh-huh.
Speak unto us smooth
He
things.
wanted us to speak smooth things. He wanted us to tell him God love everybody.
what kind of
He
religion?
wanted us to read John 3:16 and be in sync with that Christian doctrine. Go ahead.
Prophesy deceit.
And he wanted us to prophesy deceit. Most of our people do.
Decide out of the past. Because the Holy One of Israel ceased from before us.
And that's what a lot of our people do. When they don't like this truth, they try to say, get out of the path, cause the Most High to cease from before us, man. You just like the heathen, you feel in bondage under ordinance of the Most High. That's why a lot of you niggas say the black woman God, because she ain't got no control. And you effeminate just like her. You like to make up your own ordinances and laws according to your feelings. Wait, what you got here?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Chasten thy son while there is hope.
Man, listen, discipline your son while it's time. Because when he get grown, this is gonna be a done deal. He's gonna already be set. Go ahead.
And let not thy soul spare for his crying.
And don't let your soul don't care nothing about his feelings and his whining. If he wrong, chastise his ass. Go ahead.
A great man of wrath shall suffer punishment.
That's right. A great man of anger, he's gonna suffer punishment. A great man of wickedness and wrath, he's gonna suffer punishment. Go ahead.
For if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again.
That's right. If we deliver him, we're gonna have to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because the man don't never, he just always angry. You're gonna have to keep delivering the same type of person. Go ahead.
Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy later days.
That's right. So guess what? Teach your kids counsel. Counsel them and give them instruction so they can be wise when they get older. Go ahead.
There are many devices in a man's heart.
That's right. And there's many devices in your mind, man. Many devices. Hold that. You jump back to that. Give me Jeremiah 17:4. There's many devices in your mind. Hold that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4.
Right.
And thou even thyself.
In fact, sloppy. Who we got earlier? 17 and 9? 17 and 9.
Okay.
Read that back part again, King.
A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment. For if thou deliver him, yet must thou do it again. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter days.
Right.
There are many devices in a man's heart.
There are many what?
Devices in a man's heart.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all
The
things.
what?
The heart is deceitful above all things.
Read that back part again. There's many devices. What?
There be many devices in a man's heart.
And the man's heart is his mind. Because your heart don't have no devices. It don't have no thought. It just pumps blood. There be many devices in a man's mind. Hold that. Go ahead.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
The mind is deceitful above all things. There are many devices in the mind. The mind is deceitful above all things. Go ahead.
And desperately wicked.
What is it?
Desperately wicked.
Desperately wicked too. Desperate as hell too. Nigga want to get high, you get desperate. Nigga want some box, you get desperate. The mind is deceitful above all. Go ahead.
Who can know it?
Who can know the mind? The mind got many devices. It's about self-control though, That's all it is. Who can know it? Anything will pop up in your mind. The strength comes from the self-control. and the ordinance of the Most High, the laws. The laws is what breeds self-control. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand.
The counsel of the Most High shall stand. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
What is?
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
Foolishness is in the mind of a child, but guess what? You put that discipline on his ass, it's going to drive it far from him. It's going to drive it far from him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod.
He that do what?
He that spareth his rod.
He that spared the rod of this discipline, go ahead.
Hateth his son.
If you don't discipline your child, you hate your children. Go ahead.
But he that loveth him chasteneth betimes.
And guess what? He that love him, chasten him betimes mean all the time. Always. So you're supposed to chasten your child, chastise your child all the time. When they wrong as hell. Go ahead.
The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul.
That's right. Go ahead.
But the belly of the wicked shall want.
That's right. The righteous eateth till as much as he need. The righteous only eat what they need. That means the righteous only take what they need. But the wicked do what?
But the belly of the wicked shall always want.
That means the wicked person ain't never satisfied. They want everything, they ain't never satisfied. Matter of fact, go to John 10 and 10. Go to John 10 and 10, huh? Go to John 10 and 10.
This is the book of...
No, this is the book of John.
Read that back part again, huh? What you just had. Stop there.
The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul.
Right?
But the belly of the wicked shall want.
Right? The belly of the wicked shall want. That means the wicked people is never satisfied. They always want what you got. They always looking for something. They never satisfied. Go ahead. Knock us out.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10.
Uh-huh.
The thief cometh not, but for to kill, to steal, and to kill,
Uh-huh.
and to destroy.
So guess what? The wicked is never satisfied. The wicked is never satisfied. In other words here. And that's talking about Mr. White Man. Go ahead.
I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
And so Yahushua said he came so that the Israelites might have life and we might have it more abundantly. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 7. Go from the presence of a foolish man.
Man, go from the presence of, that's what we separate ourselves from the uncircumcised and the unclean. Right? Go from the presence of a foolish man. Go ahead.
When thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
And we ain't got time for that folly. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for folly. These not the times for that right now. These not the time for that, man. This earth is off the chain. And these little ordinances and laws and codes, they getting tighter and tighter. Right? Mr. White Man tightening the